Hi, you guys. Welcome to week 4 of the course. Hey, just to give you a brief intro, a bunch of you guys posted in different places the question about how do you print out the lesson. So I just thought instead of responding by email or by 5 different discussion posts, I'll just say it here. It's really easy to click the little help box at the top, which tells you this kind of stuff. So I did and tracked down, quote, because Blackboard Learn is web-based, printing is handled through whatever internet browser you are using. Usually you can right-click the area you want to print and look for something like print or print this frame. That's what I found out. Some of you apparently have to log on more than once. I have no idea, and I couldn't find anything like that on their pre-prepared help menu, but look, there's an email address on the Clear Help menu, clearhelp@unt.edu. Clear Help is one word. Anyway, you can find that yourself, just the link at the top of the page, alright? So, hope everybody's doing good. It's on a very rainy Denton Friday. I just wanted to give a review of last week's Sasson reading, just a quick summarize, to quickly summarize it. I was worried that you guys wouldn't get it, because it's a little bit of a Marxist processual kind of approach that she takes. It's a little bit mechanical, but judging from the comments in your discussion posts, great job. I think you guys did get it. Particularly valuable, I think, in your all's discussions where you picked up on the kind of like dominant narratives and then the sort of dominant lesser narratives, or the sort of the complexity of the whole thing. So good work. Yeah, and I think it builds on last week, week 2, because in week 2 we focused on legitimacy and questions of legitimacy within U.S. foreign policy, right? So how U.S. policy tries to set apart political from economic motivations. With the Sasson chapter, it's still focusing on receiving countries, but it's really more about how they come to depend on migrants, particularly undocumented ones, what is called the subaltern population. Subaltern is a really good graduate student word if you don't know it. Definitely look it up. It has to do with the people who are socially and politically, sometimes geographically, in our case for this course, socially, politically, geographically marginalized and set apart, excluded from the power structures of society, which are very hegemonic. So the hegemonic, those who are not part of the hegemonic power structure. How's that? So yeah, subaltern, good word to look up. Yeah, looking at your summaries, Angel, Standra, Donna, I'm really glad you guys picked up on or that you guys are conflicted about globalization, because it is a complex kind of process, right? I mean, on the one hand, yay shrinking distances, right? Yay that we're all becoming a little bit more connected globally. In fact, globalization is allowing a few of you guys to take this course from different parts of the world. So yes, and it can make women's lives better, can improve their economic conditions, it can give people more options, make them more breadwinners at home. Right. It can also influence governments to become more involved in human rights, so there are really good things about it, right? But, as the Sasson reading points out, it can also be very, very exploitative. Right, I mean, all of her examples, because you can have governments and then also a host of non-official kinds of people like smugglers, traffickers, organized crime syndicates, that all get involved in organizing or mobilizing people for exploitation. And then as Sasson points out, the end result is lower wages, conveniently lower wages in the receiving society. So, what else? Teddy, Shad, Kelly, I'm glad you guys all brought in ethnicity and ethnic minorities, how they in fact are a subaltern kind of population. Jana, I'm glad you are finding stuff to use for your AP History class. That's what this is all about. Christine, really nice link from Human Rights Watch. We had a graduate student do a really good practicum with Human Rights Watch. Oh no, it was Human Rights Initiative. No, actually I can't even remember which one it was. A couple of years ago. Tanya and Jill, both of you guys, thanks for speaking up so much from your own personal experiences. You guys are really great, valuable for the rest of us to have in this class. Virginia, I think you were the only one who picked up on media. Maybe somebody else did, but I didn't catch it. So, nice. Your all's comments, as usual, are always the best when you really pick up on and talk about the readings and incorporate whatever immediate project is at hand with the readings for that week. So good, that's what the discussion posts are designed to do, right? Talk about readings. This coming week, in week 4, Alicia, I have not really altered her lesson except to add a film. Alicia goes back to motivations, looking at the structures within societies, within sending and receiving societies, how the structures that be shape motivations. So it really sort of spins back on a couple weeks ago. Her attention to receiving countries, though, made me add a film. It's called Well-Founded Fear. It's a documentary about the U.S. asylum process. I thought after the Sasson reading you guys had had enough of labor migration, at least for a week, labor-oriented migration. So anyway, this week is more of a focus on asylum and political asylum. So it's a really good eye-opening film that actually sort of spends a lot of time interviewing asylum officers and U.S. asylum officers. So Greg, I think you're our representative of the U.S. government, right? So hopefully you'll have a lot to say or a lot to comment on. I guess that's it. Hope you guys have a great week. Let me know, send me an email if I can answer anything. There's just so many of you, it's hard for me to get really, really involved in the discussion posts. So anyway, hope your week is great. Talk to you later. Bye.